Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. Capricorn, as usual, we are going to be diving deep into this reading to really see the messages that the divine wants to give you at this moment in time. Now, as usual, I'm always trying to sprinkle a little extra in this reading. So at the end of this reading, what I'm going to do is I am going to be sharing two things that really shifted not only my mindset, but really shifted my reality into becoming a multi-millionaire. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing these tips and tricks at the end of this reading, and it only took 3 months. Crazy, I know. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to be diving deep into our tarot reading. Then I'm going to be doing a timestamp so that you can jump into the extra portion of this reading where I want to share with you these tips, these tricks, this hack that worked for me. Okay, so let's have a look to see at the bottom of the reading what the divine wants you to know at this present moment in time. So the divine is saying to you, what you need to know at this present moment in time is that you already have everything that you currently are praying for. But there's a sense of a calling to really step into the belief that you are already the emperor. You already have the wisdom. You already have the connection. You are already a divine sovereign being. And there's a deep understanding that is going to be allowing you to shift, to transform, and to move into a new reality. I like that behind our emperor, there is that circle there, that portal that is there. And so it is literally you are waiting at this moment in time. And before you know it, it's going to be time to step into that portal to go to the next phase of your life. Because like the tricks I'm going to be sharing with you at the end of this reading, I feel that it is time to go into the upgrade that is here. Because what you need to know is that the energies of the emperor, not only is the emperor wise, not only is the emperor that divine masculine energy, but the emperor is also full of abundance. Not only in wealth, but also in know-how, in capabilities and skills. The emperor believes in himself because he has been to hell and back and he has fought for everything that he has. And through that fight, he has gained not only wisdom, but he has gained something much more than that. He has that firm belief that even if everything crumbles and falls, he has enough wisdom, he has enough know-how, he has enough connections to make sure that he can build his empire, his castle back again very, very quickly. So the divine is saying, again, this is already something that you have, but there just could be that belief that is the missing key that can change everything. Because when we have King Arthur, it was a belief that he had to have to show the strength to pull that sword out. Many people had tried and tried and tried and they couldn't. What was different between him and other people is because he knew his strength, he knew his power, but above all, he knew how to control his mind. And through you knowing how to control your mind, you're able to dive deep within your subconscious mind and allow yourself to manipulate reality, to literally bend to your will. So the energies of the emperor, as you can see, the emperor is wearing his armor. And so the divine is saying that right now, you might still be going through that battle. Right now, you might still having to show up in challenging yourself, not only how you think, but also the programs that are running in the background. And when the penny finally drops, something is going to change deep within you. And this is why I really, really want to share the tricks that worked for me. And it literally took 3 months. And life changed completely. So the divine is saying to you that you are going to be stepping into that next phase of your life. You've climbed the mountain, okay? You are at the top of the mountain. And now it is time for you to step in to the next chapter, into the next era that you are standing in your power as the emperor is doing right now, okay? So we're going to put that card at the side. And if you are really resonating with this message that is here, I want you to comment in the comment section that you are the emperor and to claim the energy that you are the magician. Why? Because these two energies here allow you to create anything that you want, allow you to create the worlds that you're wanting to step into. So there is just something that needs to shift in your subconscious mind, where you are allowing your way of thinking and how you are stepping in your own way through your subconscious mind, how you are still having some beliefs that are not true. It is time for you to now lift the veil and to see what is standing in the way, and to see what programs and subconscious minds that you have that are running things in the background, that are creating blockages for you. It is important for you to see dead behaviors, beliefs, that you truly need to get that sort out and finally execute, so that you can step into the new chapter, into the new era that we're talking about, where you are standing in your power as the magician, where you are standing in the power and knowing that you can create indeed whatever it is that you want. Because we have the magician, and in this card, the artist chose Cinderella as the person who is the magician. And we all know Cinderella's story. And it is interesting that you had the Emperor card that is here, what you needed to know at this present moment in time. Cinderella was already strong. Cinderella knew what she wanted. And Cinderella believed that she could go to the ball. And because she believed, her fairy godmother showed up and granted her wishes. She could have been in the moment of self-doubting herself, of allowing imposter syndrome not to dance with the prince, and then actively blocking her own blessings and getting in her own way. So equally for you, the divine is saying, where is that scarcity mindset holding you back? And how can you finally put an end to that? How is your subconscious mind creating the blockages that you need to challenge head on? Just as Cinderella had a blockage of now being afraid of speaking up and saying, hey, I haven't tried that golden slipper. She could have remained afraid. She could have remained silent, and her prince would have walked away. Her prince would have believed that the girl of his dreams had just vanished into thin air. But just like you, she found her voice and she was able to speak up. And in doing so, she was able to become the princess, and allow her dreams to become a reality. I really want you to think of the story of Cinderella and how that story applies to you, and how you can take a lot of wisdom from the story and understand that you can choose to either keep on allowing your subconscious mind, that scarcity mindset, to keep controlling and creating the reality that doesn't serve you, or finally, once and for all, you can understand that it is time for you to step up and not to only claim that you are the magician, but you're also the emperor, because the emperor brings a sense of balance where he has the logic, the skills, and also the belief and know-how and the abundance in resources. So literally the divine is saying that once you shifted and twisted your beliefs into a way that starts working for you, you are going to be seeing that another fairy tale gets activated. And the fairy tale that gets activated is Jack and the Beanstalk. So the divine is giving you an opportunity. As the magician, the divine is saying that here is the opportunity. Are you willing to take it? Or do you allow your subconscious mind to keep on getting in the way and stopping you claiming this gift that is here? So you're here claiming the seed, saying thank you to the divine and planting that seed and nurturing it. And it is going to be growing into something that is absolutely unbelievable. Your status, your wealth, your health, and everything in between is going to just be abundant and overflowing, that it is going to reach the heavens and more. So like I said here, it is like you as the emperor, you're ready to enter into the next chapter, into that portal that is there. And that portal is here again. And so the divine is saying, are you willing to take the steps to look at what is getting in the way? Because everything that you already are praying for is already here. It just needs you to allow yourself to open up your hand and accept. And as you accept, your gifts, your blessings, will be given to you. Your pot of gold will be refilled to you. And then now it is time for you to take that step and to build the empire that you are meant to build. Because I really, truly feel that for many of you, you truly, truly have this feeling. No, it's more than a feeling. This deep inner knowing that you are here for a reason. For some of you, you have that deep inner knowing that you are meant to be wealthy. For some of you, you have this deep inner knowing that you are indeed the magician and the architect of your life, and you can create whatever it is that you want. But along the way, life has tricked you into creating the life that you're experiencing now, into creating that stuck feeling, those frustrating experiences. And the divine is saying to you, please, Capricorn, it is time for you to remember. Stop, keep on suffering unnecessarily. It is time for you to lift that veil, open that veil, and to see what is behind here, what is stopping you from living your best life. Okay, so there is an ending to an old way of doing things and shifting over to this new beginning that is here, the number one that is here. Again, new beginning, number one, the aces that are there, and shifting into a new reality. And you have that energy of the emperor that is here. So again, are you the magician? Are you the emperor? Do you accept that you are the architect of your life? And if you accept that you are the architect and the architect of your life, it is important for you to open up your hands and to receive this gift that is here and to plant it and see what it is going to be growing into. You're going to be nurturing this new position that you are going to be walking into. Just as Cinderella had to leave behind her scarcity way of thinking, how she was brought up, how she was raised, she had to step away of allowing her subconscious mind to keep on creating over and over again that looped experience where she was the slave to her stepsisters. Are you a slave to your subconscious mind? Or are you finally willing to say no? Just as Cinderella had to say no and speak up, are you finally willing to say no and speak up against that programming? And not only that, do something about it. Cinderella had to walk down those stairs and take action and try on that slipper and prove that she was the princess. And one day she'll be upgraded to become the queen. So as you are now here, speaking up and taking the action that you need to take, you're receiving that golden slipper, you're receiving that opportunity that grows into something that is absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, so Capricorn, what we're going to do, we're going to be getting another set of tarot cards. And as I'm getting these cards for you, I always take this opportunity to remind you of our candle magic ceremony that is going to be happening. We have a rare alignment of a super blue moon in Pisces on the 30th, the 31st. The ceremony that I'm doing is going to be on the 31st of August. And so you are invited to this ceremony because on this ceremony, we are going to be specifically looking at how we get in our own way. So I'm going to be doing our cord cutting ceremonies, cutting the cords to how you get in your own way, self-sabotaging behaviors, procrastination, cutting the cords to people who no longer serve you, and situations, just as Cinderella had to cut those cords from her stepsisters and the situation that she was in. The energies of the Pisces full moon is all about us understanding that we can really start fine-tuning our intuition because the veil is really thin. So I'm inviting you to come and be part of this powerful candle magic ceremony on the 31st of August. If you're wanting to be part of this ceremony, go in the description box below, go to my website and reserve your space. And please do remember to write your petition about what it is that you are banishing, you're leaving behind, what it is that you're wanting to cut cords from. I'm going to be doing our return to sender ceremonies really moving and shifting all those negative energies. And again, if you're wanting to be part of that ceremony, everything that you need to know is on my website, which is linked in the description box below. If you really feel that there are things that are getting in your way, this is the perfect time to move away from toxic things, toxic people, toxic situations, like I already told you, that are standing in the way of you being able to exist and live in your greatness. So again, 31st of August, light your candles, say your prayers, really focus on anything that is getting in your way. Rebuke this energy, release this energy, and move away from that energy. Because in doing so, this is how you're going to start stepping into this new beginning that is here. I'm really looking forward to working with many of you. And again, spaces do get sold out because there's only so many prayers I can do at a time. So let's have a look to see what's at the bottom of the deck, what you need to know at this present moment in time. Ace of Wands, again, new beginnings. Love this card for you because you've already received the energies of the Ace of Coins. So what you need to know at this present moment in time, you have a rare opportunity to work with that Pisces super blue moon. This is a rare alignment that we're working with. And if you are working with these energies right, literally a portal, a new beginning, an opportunity is going to open up for you, and you're going to be receiving opportunities. Your psychic abilities, your gifts will start being amplified. And as you walk into the next chapter, the next portal, you are going to be seeing that you are again being gifted something that is divine. Having the energies of the Ace of Wands is divine, because literally, as you can see, this is a hand, the hand of God, that is coming in and giving you that magic wand. Will you again open up your hand and receive that magic wand like Cinderella here? Because when you receive that magic wand, you're going to be activating a lot of powerful energies. You're going to be working with divine timing, and you're going to be allowing yourself to take this new alignment and this opportunity to walk into the next era and ushering in the golden era that you've been praying for. Your pot of luck will be activated. It will start flowing towards you. Your pot of gold will start flowing towards you. So the Ace of Wands is all about passion. It's about fire. It is about drive. And as you're working with that energy of the Magician, you are passionate, you're fired up, and you're excited, and you are driven about the future that you are going to be creating with this new potential that is here, connected to this rare alignment that we are going to be working with. So the energies of the Magician, as you can see, you have your guardian angels, you have your soul team, your support system that is going to be working with you. So there's no need for you to be afraid. Because sometimes when we're growing, when we're expanding, when we're going places, it is very easy for us to get afraid. It is very easy for us to doubt ourselves. And it is very easy for us to start overthinking the situation. And in overthinking the situation, we're unable to take action. We start speaking ourselves out of opportunities that are literally being presented to us. So the divine is saying something beautiful is going to be coming. Make sure you receive this opportunity. Make sure you receive this wand, this magic wand, and go and create the life of your dreams, just as Cinderella created the life of her dreams. And so you have Knight of Cups, okay? And the Knight of Cups underneath the Death card is saying to you that sometimes, of course, it is challenging, it is difficult leaving situations behind, but you cannot carry on holding on. You cannot carry on fooling yourself. The more you keep on staying in situations that truly have nothing to give you anymore, the more you cause yourself to feel stuck, the more anxiety you have around you. Sometimes when you actually walk away, at first it feels frightening, but then the journey itself turns into an adventure. And as it turns into an adventure, you stop feeling so frightened and you stop really caring about whatever the situation is all about. So stop watering dead plants and start moving over into the new beginning that is here, where you're bravely going forward. Your heart is full, you're taking your time, you're enjoying the adventure, you're working with the energies of the divine power of Mercury, and Mercury is using his energies to communicate with you, to help you, to give you information about how to navigate the new journey that you are going to be going on. Because as you can see with our Six of Wands, okay, you are indeed going to be going on a journey. And because the Six of Wands is underneath the Magician card, it is coming in to clarify the Magician card. And what does it want to tell you? Well, first of all, let me pop these cards like this. So first of all, like I already told you, Cinderella had to be willing to say, I haven't tried on this slipper. Okay? And in doing so, she was then able to be given that slipper and to try it on. And when this slipper fitted her, she was able to leave a toxic situation behind and to go into a new peaceful chapter. These are the energies of the Six of Swords, because the Six of Swords are information, they're communication. So are you willing to speak up and say, hey, I haven't tried on this slipper? And an opportunity is given to you, and the rest is history, like Cinderella's story. So can you see how our second row of tarot cards is confirming what the first row of our tarot cards have already spoken about? Just as Cinderella had to be brave and to speak up, you are going to be brave and speaking up, or take action towards what it is that you want. Because the energies of the Six of Swords are love. Why? Because not only do we see you here leaving a turbulent situation behind, leaving toxic situations behind, leaving snakes behind, backstabbers, liars, deceptive energies behind. And as you leave this, you are not looking back anymore. You are focusing on the future. So just as we are saying our prayers on the 31st of August, working with that energy of the Pisces blue moon, we are not going to be allowing ourselves to keep on looking back. It doesn't matter what hurt us in the past. We are focusing on the beautiful new beginning, on the beautiful new chapter that we're going into. Just as Cinderella is not going to be focusing on all the challenges, the hurtful situations, and everything that was happening when she was living with her stepmother. She's excited to become the princess and the beautiful life that is ahead of her. So equally for you, even though at the beginning it might be difficult to accept that this situation is dead and you need to start going into that new beginning and chapter. But once you take the action, the rest is literally so easy. Yes, there are challenges, because just as Cinderella had to go and learn etiquette, Cinderella had to go and learn how to wear beautiful clothes and to look comfortable in them, how to speak up and to present herself as a princess. So of course there are challenges along the way, but the challenges that are there are ultimately upgrading you to this energy of the Emperor. So you're going to be entering new peaceful chapters, okay? But at the same time, you're going to be growing, you're going to be learning, you're going to be expanding, you're going to be becoming wise. And this is good. So not only did you get the energies of the Six of Swords, you also received the energies of the Five of Swords, okay? And as you can see, we already spoke about toxic situations and you leaving them behind. And we already spoke about the Magician and how Cinderella was excited about the future that was waiting for her, and she wasn't going to keep on looking back and being angry about what happened. So equally for you, the divine is saying, once you've shifted into this new beginning where you're planting your seeds of intention and you're seeing growth and things are changing for you, you are not looking back. Do not look back is what I'm being told to tell you. So whatever has transpired, whatever pain, chaotic situations, toxic situations, whatever has happened in the past, leave it in the past. Do the healing that you need to do the shadow work that you need to do, but ultimately the divine is saying focus on the future. Don't keep on looking back to what happened. This situation, like I told you, doesn't give you anything This situation is now finished. Just as Cinderella's situation, when she was moving to the castle and she wasn't living in those horrible environment that she was living in, she wasn't gonna keep on looking back and being angry about what happened. If this is what you are feeling, being angry about what happened, the divine is saying, then it is time to do the shadow work. It is time to do the healing that you need to do, because the future is really, really bright. And so don't allow yourself to keep on robbing yourself of this beautiful new beginning that is here. You are holding the magic wand. Do with it as you will. Create whatever it is that you're creating, but don't keep on mixing the past with what you're creating, because this is when you create that roller coaster type of situation. 1 minute you're up, you're really vibing high and you're creating beautiful things, and then one day you wake up, maybe you have a dream and you're not in a good mood, and all the time you're starting to think about, this person had me, they did this to me, I can't believe, and now you are creating situations that are not good. So find ways of healing whatever it is that you need to heal, so that when it is time for you to enjoy what is waiting for you, you can fully, truly enjoy it and embody that magician archetype, just as Cinderella had to embody and enjoy being a princess, where now people are serving her, where now people are respecting her. The same, you are going to be embodying the role that you're stepping into. I really hope that this reading is making sense to you, and I hope that you're feeling inspired. Let me know in the comment section. Comment, I am inspired. When you lose that inspiration, come back and watch this reading again. Save this reading. When you lose the inspiration and the fire is not burning so bright, because maybe you are just going through some hiccups or maybe some blockages, you don't fall back into believing that you don't deserve to be the princess. You don't allow imposter syndrome to come in and destroy the good thing that you have. Okay, so this is the tarot reading that I have for you. And again, give this video a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And for those of you who wanted to hear the hacks that I wanted to share with you that really changed my situation as quickly as Cinderella's situation. It only took 3 months, like I said, and my situation changed from being, it was a good situation, but to a situation where I became a multimillionaire. How did it happen? Well, actually, I'll leave this book over here. I started doing not affirmations, but ask-formations. Maybe some of you have already heard about ask-formations. If you haven't, this is basically where you stop saying affirmations like, I am wealthy, I am a millionaire, I am this, I am that. Because sometimes your subconscious mind that is running the program in the background, it is so strong and it is not going to allow you to penetrate and to destroy that programming. It will keep saying to you, no, you're not. I don't believe that. So how do you bypass that programming? I started looking at different things, and I started working with different things and really seeing what was shifting and working for me, because everyone shifts and transforms in a different way. Different tools work for different people, and this is what worked for me. So I started asking myself, how can I'll ask my subconscious mind before I go to sleep at night. I'll say to my subconscious mind, how can I become a millionaire? How can I live in this house? I have a house on my vision board, right? How can I live in this house? How can I own this house? How can I drive this car? How can I become the best version of myself? How can I? And I'll challenge my subconscious mind to go and find me the answers. I'll challenge my subconscious mind, find the answers, bring them to me. And then, this is usually the pitfall that most people fall into. Your subconscious mind will take note of the questions that you're asking. Your subconscious mind will go and do whatever it is that you are asking it to do, finding the information, bringing the answers to you. And so my subconscious mind will bring answers to me. And I'll be like, no, no, no. I need to refine my questions according to me, my needs, and what I want. So I refined the questions and said, subconscious mind, how can I become a multimillionaire and not have to work really hard for it? So there were some conditions that I wanted met, because in my conscious mind, it was like, to become a millionaire, it is really hard work. I have to do all these things. I have to, And that whole I have to, I could feel my body tightening up. And for me, I didn't want to win it. I wanted to go on an adventure. I wanted to tell my grandkids crazy stories about how everything unfolded for me like Cinderella. I wanted the story like this. So I was like, part of my manifestation is not winning it. I'm not judging anyone who wants to win it. Do you? But for me, it's about the adventure. For me, it's about the story. For me, it's about the journey, rather than just boom, one day, everything changes. And so my subconscious mind were like, okay, fine. I'm going to go back and we can recalculate how this can happen for you. So what happened next? A friend came to me and said, hey, there's an opportunity XYZ. And I was asking different questions. I was like, okay, fine. Another friend came to me. Literally in a weekend, 3 people came and gave opportunities. One person was like, hey, there's this really, really good thing. Okay. I'm not going to give too much details, but basically my brother had this dream, and this dream turned out to be like this. And I really want to go into this field, but I don't have the money. So, we were just having a conversation, XYZ. We had a barbecue, we had a great time together. Didn't think much of it. The friend went. What happens next? We go to a takeaway, a chicken place. And we're standing in a queue. The queue is really long, things are really slow. And so we start having a conversation with a guy who was also waiting in the queue. Have a really good conversation. Oh, where are you guys from? You've got an accent. Oh, I was in the UK for 31 years, blah, blah, blah. He said, oh, okay, I've just moved back from whatever country he was from. When we get our food, we exchange numbers. Didn't think anything of it. Less than 24 hours later, a message came in. Hey, I have 3 propositions for you. I have this one, I have that one, I have this one. And guess what? You don't have to do any work. You can just invest in it. Here's all the information, the legal information. You can read through it, see how you feel about it, if you're open to getting into business together. But remember, you don't really have to do anything. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So we had a look, me and my husband, at the 3 different options that are on the table. And I'm like, no, not really interested in any of them. So we passed them. And so I had to work at night. And as I'm working, the guys literally came up to me and said, we gave you 3 different people. You asked the subconscious mind to find ways, and we gave you 3 people who came to you. Which one is it going to be? And I was like, oh, I didn't even really think that this is how my subconscious mind was going to answer me, by literally creating situations, by bringing people to come to me and offer different options and opportunities. So I was like, okay, let me call my friend in the morning and let me get more information about the dream that his brother had, because this was a really magical story about how something crazy happened, and the rest is history. We partnered up, and here we are. And it is crazy that from the first moment to the moment that the confirmation that, yeah, multimillionaire status is there, was only 3 months. Now, I am not sharing that to brag to you, or to flex on you. I'm not sharing that information for any other reason other than, if you believe, miracles can truly happen, and it really doesn't have to take that long. So for you, what are your non-negotiables? You want this thing to happen. I will not negotiate. For me, I was like, I will not negotiate. I don't want to work hard. I don't want to be having some crazy schedule. No. I want it to happen in a magical way. I want to go on an adventure. I want to climb that mountain, but in a beautiful way that I have a story to tell. And the story, it certainly has been, because it has been a crazy ride already. So for you, what do you want? How can you use ask affirmations? Pause this reading, or after this reading, don't forget about it. Don't go and start doing other things. Come back to this reading, save it, okay? And then start writing. I literally wrote. I think I even have the conversation I had with my guides in the book. I literally wrote everything down. This is what I want. And then the next thing that I did, the second thing I wanted to share with you, I downloaded this app called Parrot on my iPhone. Now, when I'm looking for it on my Android phone, I can't find it. But anyway, the app is called Parrot, and you record anything you want. But I use this app to record my voice with my ask affirmations, right? Record my voice. And the thing about Parrot is it loops the recording until you stop it. So for me, I would go to sleep. I'll put my Parrot on and play my ask affirmations. So I recorded myself asking my subconscious mind, how can I be a multimillionaire? Subconscious mind, bring the answers to me. Subconscious mind, I want you to tell me X, Y, Z. So for you, like I said, write everything down. Download an app that can loop a recording over and over again. So when I used to go to sleep at night, I would play the recording and just play it until I wake up and like, okay, I'm switching that off now. And then that's literally what happened and changed everything. It felt like literally my subconscious mind understood the assignment and was like, okay. Couple of days later, it wasn't even long. This is the crazy thing. It wasn't even long before opportunities and people showed up in my life and said, hey. So you don't have to go chasing. You don't have to go looking for it. It will just happen. I wasn't even looking for people to come to me. I wasn't even inviting my friend over for a barbecue because I was expecting anything. My lawyer didn't come to me and said, hey, XYZ. I wasn't expecting that conversation. So for you, I feel like it's important for me to emphasize, just relax into it and allow the magic to happen and go on an adventure. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. Again, Capricorn, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember to claim and understand that you are the magician. Have you commented? I am the magician. Because just as ask affirmations work, for me, writing works as well. Because it just does something to your subconscious mind when you are writing something down, when you're typing something. Your subconscious mind seems to remember and absorbs things more. So comment, I am the magician. Okay, and maybe, let me see. Maybe if you want in another reading, if you ask for it, let me see. I will share with you the whole conversation that I had with my guides. I'm looking in my book to see where it's at. Bear with me 1 minute. I hope it's in this book. I have many, many books. Okay. Okay. The day I had the conversation with my guides, and the conversation and how it went. So if you're interested, I could share that with you. If you're not, it is what it is. So Capricorn, again, 31st of August, we have our blue supermoon in Pisces. We're coming together, we're saying our prayers. If you're wanting to be part of that blue moon, that realignment, that prayer, that candle magic ceremony, if you want it to be part of that, to plant your seeds of intention, to remove the blockages and what is standing in the way, come and be part of this beautiful ceremony that we're going to be having. Otherwise, if you're not working with me, I would urge you to say your own prayers and to step in your power. And on that note, I'm going to see you very soon, and it is a goodbye from me.